Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of 7 Days to Die. We are on episode number 39. Oh, it's been such a long time since I've done this long of a series. But we got some work to do around home here. As you can tell, I'm actually starting to get a wee bit low on our supplies here. Oh, cobblestone rocks. You're not allowed to be in there. You too, Torches. What are you doing up in there? Anyways, this is our base day 1 series. The purpose of this series was to start out in the base day 1 and kind of do like your own base idea from the start, right? Not take over a POI. Your main focus is to build a base to ramp up the Horde Knights instead of like fixing up a POI or staying in the POI. So up to day 67 here, we have not spent a night anywhere else but our base here. As you can see, it's expanded quite far. There's a little bit of history here. If you guys want to watch this from day 1 when this was just a little wooden box, check out my top pinned comments. The playlist will be in there for you. So first thing I want to do here is I want to take count of how many blade traps we have going on now. I do think I threw them all for the most part in the storage box here. We got 12. Okay, well that's not too bad. That's a decent count so far. I think I ran out of one thing here to make them. Let me double check my stock here. Ah, yes, it was oil I ran out of. But before I left for the last episode, we actually made some. So there we go. We have 137 oil kicking around there. And if I use the right box, we have, that's the oil recipe. Oh, almost 150. But that's okay. So I'm going to get some more blade traps on the way here. We have 2 forges now. Full-time making steel for us. And I'm going to have to do a grinding episode pretty damn soon too. I'm getting really low on stone here and we'll probably need more iron pretty damn soon. Hello, morning. I should also make a box, I think, just for our clay soil. I don't want to get rid of this because it's really good to build up landscaping and stuff with when you do large when I do a large build here in the future. But yeah, we still have so much work to do. I'm gonna quit stalling here and get some more blade traps on the way. So we have tons of electrical parts, tons of mechanical parts. We have lots of forged steel, lots of iron. I should actually start using up some of the iron to do some upgrades here. So I've gone ahead and grabbed those. I don't actually know how many we can make now. Another 14? Wow. Okay, so I'm going to make 7 in one crafting table and then make the rest of them in this one. And what we're out of again is oil, but we have 14 plus 10, 24, 26 blade traps. So I'm actually going to take a count. See how many blade traps it takes to do one side. That way I'm not actually making too many right now because they are quite expensive. Alright, so it's going to take 14 to do one side, plus a little row of spikes because the numbers are off just a little bit, unfortunately. But that's okay. We can deal with that. So 14 a side, so we need 3 more sides of those. So we needed, altogether, to finish off the base, we needed 42, I believe. So anyway, the end math is we need 16 more after we make these ones. So the one thing I'm going to have to make lots of is oil. I'm going to go ahead and actually get one of these things here. I'll cancel the steel. And I'm actually going to make a good swath of cans this time. That way I won't have to deal with them again for a while. There we go. So I'll get some cans going. And we will grab some shale. We're actually still doing okay on shale. And I think I'm going to use up a whole stack of shale just to make oil. This is a crazy expensive thing in the recipe for me. The steel's not so expensive anymore because we're pumping it out like mad. Actually, while I'm waiting for these to be made, I'm actually going to go and take some of this steel. Whoops, and get this going here behind it. I'm going to go take some of this steel and do some upgrading of our pillars outside. That should catch us up with the XP deficit real fast. As you can see, we got little bits of a red bar left. We're almost back there. My first death a couple episodes ago in this series. Oh my god, it was the stupidest thing ever. Oh, it sounds like we have a screamer friend. So screamers are back to normal. I like them. We're back what they were when I first started. Oh wait, these are armor piercing. I don't want those ones. I just need a normal one. Where you at? She'd even have a hope on that one. So eventually too, what I want this thing to do is just automatically go off when the screamers come at it. That way it takes care of the screamers and I can just kind of let it run. So this is going to, and in the end, this will be my home base, horde base / factory. So it's going to have a ton of forges, a ton of machines. We're going to build a giant skyscraper, and honestly I'm kind of thinking we're gonna do it over here. This is a nice big flat area. I'm not gonna do it too close to this base because I don't want screamers spawning in around it, but there's big flat areas around here. The cities this time are kind of like flattened out areas, and then the landscape continues to do its own thing around it. So I think in our best option for the skyscraper, or it's too bad like these POIs were here, because you can destroy them, but they stay in the long distance. Like this one over here, we tore most of it down, but if we look from a distance, it's all still there. So yeah, frustrating stuff. Anyway, there's a lot to think about. I'm gonna go ahead and start upgrading some of them pillars outside. You know what? May as well repair a few of these spikes too, that way I just don't end up replacing them. But I accidentally upgraded this block to steel, which is okay because I'm expecting demolishers soon too. Now, we looked at, if you guys saw my skyscraper concept build, I showed you guys the skyscraper we want to check out. I'll actually pin that in the comments too. Remind me if I did not do that. But we looked at the stats, and steel actually has a very high explosion resistance. So having a steel base over a concrete base will definitely have a huge advantage. And I'm a stupid idiot. I forgot to bring concrete. Okay, so I'm going to grab up some concrete here and just generally get the repairs done around the base. And oh, look at that. My XP bar is back. That's sick. Let's see if we can't get to another level just doing some upgrades and repairs here. Okay, so how much oil can we make? 227, and that actually almost used up the whole oil shale stack. I wonder if 250 will be exactly 6,000. Mass. Anyways, I'm gonna get this going here. We are also running out of wood, which makes me really excited because that means I can go and start cutting down some more stupid forest. We can get rid of some of that forest there. So like I said, I need a good grinding episode in between. So what I think I'm going to do is, because a lot of people, they say, you know, I wouldn't mind a time lapse of just your grinding and stuff, but I don't think that would fit well in a regular episode itself. So I'll record it and I'll just kind of work over it during the week, because sometimes, like if you do a full episode time lapse, it takes a while, because sometimes you have to render it once and then render it again, so it's like double the work. There we go, I had to make that much. It's like double the work. So what I'll do is maybe on Friday or a Sunday release just a grind-isode. That's what we can call it. I used to do collapse-isodes when I was working on my Cooney Hills project, but we can do grind-isodes, I think. Why not? If a few people want to watch it. I mean, it takes a little more effort, but it doesn't really hurt me in the long run. That kind of thing I can work on when noise doesn't allow me to. So that would actually kind of work out. Thoughts and things. So like, look at this. I've used 380 steel or 400 steel and gotten 15,000 XP. That's insane. That's just absolutely insane. Upgrading a base to steel, like even in these later levels, jumps your level up like crazy. Oh, we ran out of steel, damn it. It's so satisfying upgrading the steel. So yeah, so that'll be our main concern, I think, for now, is just pumping out a ton of steel, upgrading as much as possible. We only have one row, actually, to go along the top, and then what I think I'll do is actually start going outwards here with steel, upgrading out. Actually, we need to look at one thing here before I do that. Which block is this sitting on? Because if this is sitting on just concrete, it might not hold the weight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Actually, no, because there's concrete on this side too. So yeah, no, it'll be fine. I don't have to upgrade the one underneath it to steel. If you guys want a physics quickie, if you're a little confused about that, once again, I did that skyscraper video, but I took a second to kind of explain the basics of how hold works. So check it out if you want. All right, so one of the changes I made in the XML was that I found kind of silly was that switches don't take electricity. Like a lot of that doesn't take electricity, but the relay does. And with these traps over here, to get, what was it, 13 of them working. I'll have to do some math again. It's actually been a few episodes since I powered it up. But we needed an extra engine in there, and just to give you a couple extra watts to get this whole side going. Now I know I do need another one on that side, so I'm going to see if we can actually extend it out now, because one of the changes I did make, this is all vanilla, the only changes I've made is the wattage, so keep that in mind. The wattage, and did I change something else? Oh yes, I changed the screamer spawn because for some reason one of the builds it broke on me. But it's been changed back to default. So it's all default settings, except relays should now no longer use up any wattage. Let me check that actually. Press E to pick it up. That's not what I want to do. I need my wiring tool. Okay, here we go. So wire relays no longer take up any wattage, just like switches, because the way to get around relays is just to make switches. So I thought that was a little silly, and honestly the math just really works out bad with 1 watt for each relay. So if anyone's an electrician and that actually makes sense, let me know down in the comments, but I'm not sure if I'm a fan of the balance. That's probably something I'll change in Settlers mod too. But let's take a look here at our generator bank. May as well refuel it while we're at it. So we're at 300 watts, and I do believe we have 13 of those blade traps running. There we go. Turn the blade trap on. It's kind of going through a side tunnel, which oh, sounds like we have a screamer. It's going through a side tunnel I actually ended up filling in with rebar frames. Let's go check out what this screamer is up to up here. I hear you. Did you come on the side with the blade traps? Let's go take a look, see what she's doing. Nope, definitely not the side with the blade traps. I wonder why. I heard breaking spikes, so she ran into this. Oh, there she is. Ooh, did she get off a scream? It almost sounded like she did. But I was gonna say, like on Horde Night, because I put 2 rows of spikes, they actually ran all the way around to the side with the blade traps and sacrificed themselves. It's actually pretty damn cool. Oh, look at this. Hey, dummies. Coming to give my blade traps some practice? Stupid. Okay, so these blade traps, can I see the wattage from here? No. We'll have to go down and take a look here and see what the blade traps take up. And I'll do some quick math on my calculator because skippy math. Alright, so 300 watts, 20 watts each will give us 15. So we definitely have more than enough to run that 14th blade trap down there, and then a little bit extra, which is cool. So that really helped out, like taking out that stupid 1 watt per relay crap. So anyway, I'm gonna get another blade trap down here and add it to it. But in order to do that, what we actually have to do is drill myself a hole through here. I would go through this backside, but I really don't want to encourage them to dig. Actually, I should start expanding this out at some point too as a concrete platform, just so they walk on top of it instead of trying to dig down through the dirt. But I actually got to put a hole through here. We'll replace it. That way I have a way up and down with my wire tool. There we go. Hole is made, but I also have to go... Okay, don't fall. I have to go and actually grab the blade traps themselves. Okay, so we only got 5 minutes left on the blade traps here. I may as well see if we can get some more going. I still have all of this stuff left on me. Sometimes these recipes take forever to make. Yeah, like this stupid oil. Oh my god. It takes forever to craft up. I get it though. I get it. Damn it. I did it again. I don't think we actually need all of these relays, so I'm going to just go ahead and pick this one up. What this system for is on this side is for our wire fence, which is actually a fun project we should take a look at doing too. Okay, here we go. So I got to actually place a blade trap down here first. Let's go ahead and do that. One more on this end. Oh, the awkwardness of the placement kind of sucks. I didn't really plan that far ahead, but it's off by like one. Look at that, just like one space. So we'll have to put like a row of spikes, or I don't even think it matters, to be honest. They'll walk into the blade traps anyway. So yeah, out in these 3 rows, I hope to make some electric fence, slow them down, and then the blade traps to help take them out. So let's go ahead, jump down, and hopefully this isn't too far, and get that wired up. Okay, so I'm gonna actually take a couple ladders because they're cheaper. What I was doing before is I would actually have to take out a couple blocks. As you can see, I ended up upgrading the actual rebar frames I had in place, but I would take a couple blocks and go out. But I think this is a little cheaper. I can just take the fence or the ladders out afterwards. But the trick is you can't let go of it, so I have to go all the way over here, and hopefully that doesn't pull it too far. Oh no, it can't be. Let's try that again. Okay, see, it goes red and it tells you, hey, this is too far. And the ladder is right. Oh, 1 block too far away, damn it. Okay, whatever. Lesson learned. I just won't do this again next time. I'll put a hole through here, and then we'll fix up the hole we made. Okay, there we go. We'll try that again. Now that an airdrop is... Whoa, look at that. The airdrop is right there. Okay, we're going to go for that one. I mean... It's literally right there. There we go. And all of our blade traps are going too. That's 6. So I'm going to go ahead and... okay. I'm going to cover this up with a rebar frame block. And I think our bike is like right here. It is. Let's go get that airdrop. Wow, that one was really close. Look at that. Beat the airdrop before it even hit the damn ground. That is awesome. By the way, I don't know if it's a thing anymore, but I've seen people get hit by airdrops and die. It was really funny. Back in the day too, trees, when they used to fall, they used to kill the player too. Not only zombies, but the player themselves. I kind of still wish it was that way. You had to really pay attention when you're cutting down trees. I think they took it out because too many people got pissed off. Don't stand in front of a tree that's falling, okay? See, this number 1 reason to not have trees. Anyway, let's check the supply crate and see what we... Oh. These supply crates, they don't seem to get any better with your loot skill. I mean, that's a lot of canned goods and stuff, but, I mean, for the most part, that's just scrap. Huh. Have they changed airdrops so they're not as useful later in the game? Okay, and we're back home with our canned goods find. Actually, did I empty out this thing? Yes, all empty. Okay, good. I always forget to empty out my vehicles. But look at that. See how easy that is? And now, like, if I ever have to do repairs after a horde night or whatever, I'll just simply have to drill myself a hole and then just replace the block afterwards. I mean, it's a little bit of work, but it seems the design is working out really well. There is my chainsaw. This will get rid of those fence real fast. And let's go ahead and copy rotation. There we go. Bang, repair's done. Love it. Okay. How did I get down here? Oh, I jumped down on the friggin' hay bales. Damn it, now I have an extra pile of rebar going up. So other things I have to make is another 3 generator banks. Oh, look, these blades are done. Nice. So what do we need for the generator banks? Iron, mechanical parts, and electrical parts. Ooh, looks like we actually might be getting low on mechanicals here and sometime soon. Looks like we might not be able to do it all before Horde Night. That's okay, though. The one other thing, too, is I have to admit that I've completely forgot, is we still do not have a lot of engines. I think that's what a real big struggle here is going to be. Yeah, when we go out looting stuff, I'll look for more engines. But as long as we can get, like, the blade traps down and going, I think we'll be okay. I'd be happy with 2 complete sides at this point, and then we can just defend the other sides with the spikes, because they tend to run around those doubled up spikes for some reason. They ran around the whole entire base just to get to the one side and then killed themselves on the blade traps. Now, I'm not really down for bases that like funnel and like, you know, like a killing chamber type deal. I do like them having the potential of actually breaking into the base. For me, that's where the thrill is. Like I've been in other Let's Plays where I've done it so that I've been able to get all the zombies in one area and take care of them easier, but it is a little bit of a thrill when, oh holy crap, that Demolisher just punched a hole into my base. Damn, Demolisher, still haven't gotten one yet. I'm hoping this Horde Knight's the one. Anyway, we got a whole bunch more steel here going on. Oh shoot, this one's running without any iron in it. Always have to check these forges. Anyway, let's go outside and do some more upgrades. Man, these things sound terrifying in mass. I forgot to turn the damn things off, but I'll get that next time we go in, maybe. Look at that, though. Isn't that cool? Like a whole big row of them running like that. Now imagine the whole base going off like that for Horde Night. I think that's going to be badass. Alright, so the last row I have to get upgraded here is actually this top row. And then we can start upgrading out. I think it's going to look badass with this all steel down here. I'm thinking the side that we have blade traps on, going out on that side first, is actually a better idea. Since they all run to that side. So I'm thinking, because I discovered this actual accidental, happy accident here. When I do my skyscraper, I think I'm going to build a wall around it. And do the same thing with the spikes. Can I upgrade these spikes? Sometimes they're hard to hit. But I'm going to put these spikes around the outside of it like this. And then just have them come into a smaller area. That way we can take care of them. Because that's my skyscraper project. Like, I'd rather actually take those steps to avoid them hitting it. And actually have them attack this base. But the skyscraper I don't want going down. That's going to be a huge project. Someone said about 100 hours. I guarantee it's going to be a lot more than that. Alright, there we go. So I have, I think, all of these pillars upgraded to steel 3 high all the way around. I'm going to run down to this end and just double check here. And now we can actually start upgrading the base here, which will be sick. Then eventually the outside. Oh, the other thing I have to do is put another layer of bars down this way. What this does is actually catches a surprising amount of the spit, actually, because spit will still go through the iron bars. That was just, you know, trying different design things, but it worked out in the end. Oh no, look at this. Some of these, because concrete blocks are like next to impossible to figure out which rotation they're in. Some of them are going to be up and some of them are going to be down. Oh, that's going to drive some people nuts. I'm not fixing that though, screw that. Ah, there we go. Fully upgraded to steel. I love that. Okay, so I'm going to start upgrading around these blade traps and try not to kill myself because they're still on. Okay, so I actually didn't have that much steel left over, but I'm actually going to go out, I think, about 3 on this side right away because, like I said, they all run down to this side, so I think it would be the safest side to do. But, like, look at this. Some of these are, like, one side and some of them the other. I think actually, oh, what this is these are blocks right here because this is where I had the supports in. I don't know why I did it like that. I just thought it looked cool. And these are the what do they call these things here again? Plates. These are the plates. That's why that's happening. So wherever there's a solid block, oh no, it's going to turn into that. Oh well. I guess like a couple off isn't going to be so bad, but all of these should be in the same area. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead, get up, turn these blade traps off, and see what we got going on for our supplies here, and start placing stuff. Oh, holy crap. I think one of the blades just took out a zombie, and it scared the living crap out of me. It sounded like it was right next to me, like the blade. I didn't hear the zombie. But the blade sounded like it was right next to me. Oh, sweet. We got 27 of these blade traps made up now. Wow. It's going to take a lot of oil. Speaking of, let's grab some of that up and make ourselves some more blade traps while we're here. Blade trap. What are we missing? Oh, yeah. The steel. Whoops. There we go. 4 more blade traps on the way, thanks to the oil. So I was singing the preserve power because we can actually hook up 15 blade traps here to this one relay. So what I could technically do is add an extra 1 per generator, and that'll save us 4 blade traps in the end. and maybe one motor. How much does one motor do? Actually, you know what? We're going to leave the blade traps on here, too. I'm going to keep them going, because it killed that one screamer that came over to check stuff out. So, that was kind of cool. How much gas is it using? It's using a fair amount of gas, so... yeah, we could totally put another, because of the relay thing, we can totally throw another blade trap on this thing, no problem. Oh, that's actually kind of sick. Oop. Oh, there we go. Yep, we want to turn that back on. So we have, in total, 3 more motors. So we definitely do not have enough to run a whole nother bank. Oh, that's frustrating. Getting motors is so hard. What we'll do then is we'll lay the blade trap... Oh, I don't want to take the spikes out till the blade traps are ready to go. So we're stuck now until I have some more motors. So we know what we need to do. We're going to go for a ride and start scrapping down some cars here. Alright, so let's go for a journey. You know what? It'd be a nice little break from the blade traps anyways. Now, I'm going to leave these blade traps running. We do have a fair amount of gasoline. That's actually really easy to make, so it's not that big of a deal. And see how much these use up by the time we get back. And or if it does actually use up gas while we're away. Do these run and still consume gas, although the chunk isn't loaded? Is the math there to do that? We'll find out. Anyway, I think what we're going to do is go through town, because we've already gone this way. I'm kind of curious as to what is out this way. We don't have a ton of time. It's 1800, but we're going to go for a drive here, and I'll just kind of cut down all the cars I can find along the way. Ooh, I got distracted here. I forgot about this. Look at these gore piles right here. We can actually use those. I need more farm plots. We're now producing tons of food. But if I'm going to make that vertical farm tower, I have to make a conscious effort of stopping every time I see a good amount of these and harvesting them up. There we go. I don't think there's actually any more in the build, but I don't want to clear any zombies. So let's move on. You know what, too? This will probably actually help get the mechanical parts we're getting low on. So... win-win. Cars and mechanical parts. Or motors and mechanical parts. Hey, can you scrap down these piles here of the squashed cars? I mean, who has compacted cars in their home driveway, by the way? Oh, you can't. Well, that kind of sucks. I found one of those classic bunker POIs. You gotta love those things. These things were a lifesaver back in the day. If you could find a bunker, you were set. Now it's kind of, in my opinion, a low-end POI. I don't enjoy those as much anymore. Oh, deer! Oh, damn, I forgot about hunting. Hi, deer. I'm gonna get you the armor piercing. Here we go. I'm gonna pierce your armor. Whack. Seriously? Well, I guess its armor is really good. That did it. No? What? Seriously? You took an armor piercing and a hollow bullet? Holy crap, you almost deserve to live, dear. There you go. Can't do much without your leg. Sweet, some meat. I gotta make a conscious effort for this too, especially for exploring new areas. Look at that, it's like 1900 already and I've scrapped down like 1 car. Oh, okay. Look at that. Check this out. This is actually sick car loot. We actually got an engine in the car. I didn't know you could get an engine in the trunk. I guess some vehicles have engines in the trunk, right? But we also got this, what is Batter Up Volume 1. Knock the ball out of the park with this technique. Do 10% more damage with clubs. Oh, you know damn right. We've actually switched to the baseball bat from the knuckles. I kind of miss the knuckles, but the baseball bat is pretty kick-ass, especially once you invest in Pummel Pete a bit. Alright, well, we've had a pretty good run so far here. 1 engine. We found it in the trunk of a car, not the actual car itself, but I'll take 1. We need 70 more. Wow, there's a bunch around here. There's 1, 2, and I think 2 behind me? Yeah, there's still 2 more behind me. Okay. I thought I got most of this town. Well, I guess I never came down here to where these homes are. There's no road leading out of here. It's actually a little disappointing. Alright, well, still at 1 lonely engine. Hey, what are you doing over there? Anyway, Let's move on here and see if I can't find anything else. I'm gonna remind myself that there's a bunch of those these little homes down here. Those are really quick in and out loots. I like them. And check this out. Check this out. One of the other bunker POIs right here too. This is classic. Now this one does have a car in it, so I'm gonna go ahead and scrap this one down. Fingers crossed. Nothing. Now I forget which layer of the car that you get the engine off of. I could look that up in the XML. Actually, any questions you ever want answered are literally in the XML. Like you don't really need to test anything, because the game only runs one way, right? Oh, it's nice to see you again. Hello. Yep, no engine off that either. Batter up. See, look at that, just thunk, dead. Like a zombie should be. Well, here's another intersection, so I'm going to drop my bike off here and take a look around. Ooh, wow. It's actually a decent amount of cars around here, too. Nice. And I thought I'd seen some flesh, but I could be wrong. Okay, so I got a radiator off the level that you're able to loot. So I'm going to assume that's the same level that you also get engines off of. But please, please prove me wrong, game. Damn. So it's not like the top one where the car is in pristine condition, but like the second one down after you've worked your way through that one. I actually don't like it when, yeah, like this one here. I don't like this because you have to work through it and you just get like crappy stuff like fabric and whatnot, and like a little bit of scrap iron. There we go. This is the one I like. There we go. That was the second level, and damn, still only one engine. The engine hunt is real in this game. Whoa, I just scrapped a car and the whole railing just fell off of that. That's funny. The railing for the POI must have been relying on the fact that that car was there. I wonder if the car doesn't spawn in, if that railing just automatically falls over. Alright, so I have officially... Oh, there's a car right there. Explored this entire town now. The whole map of this town's actually unlocked. So it looks like... Oh, there's a winter biome up there, the skyscraper, and tons of POIs. I bet there's tons of cars up this way. It looks like we'll actually have to make just a special trip just for cars. The motor game is strong with this one. Ooh, a level 5 stone axe. Oh, I hear a few zombies. Oh, what's this? Something to scrap down? Wow, you actually get a fair amount of iron off these guys. 200 iron. Wow, scrap iron, I mean. That's still not bad, though. What's up? Swing, bada. Well, didn't kill them, but maybe the fire will. Hey, you can be my nightlight. Never mind. I gotta get rid of this car here. Oh, there we go. We got an engine. So it is this level here that you get the engines off of. Okay. Oh. And I do believe this is the last level here. So there's only 3 levels of cars, I believe. There we go. Awesome. So we got 2 engines. Not too bad. We still need a lot more, though. I'm going to head my butt home because it's almost night. Well, it is nighttime now. Time to run to safety. Well, we're safe at home here, guys, but unfortunately, I'm gonna have to call that just an episode. I have to go to work here, but it was fun. We did get a lot done. What I'm gonna do is actually spend some time here between episodes and get some more grinding done because we need some more materials. We need some stone. We need a lot of stone. So I'm going to go out, concentrate on getting some stone. We need some wood and whatever else I might come across. So we still have a few days here before Horde Night. So we'll probably come back, do another episode of building and getting some more stuff done here. I'm a little disappointed. I was biting off a little more than I can chew, I think, with this much stuff. Oh, let's come back here and actually let's check what the gas usage has been. Okay, it's kind of hard to tell if it really consumed a lot before we left. The only way to tell is to actually grab the number and leave. But by looking at how much it's actually using, I don't think it actually ran while we were gone. So I could technically leave this base all the time, and if I have enough gas, we'll be good to go. Okay, guys. Well, as usual, I want to remind you, stay classy, back up them game saves, and I'll see you in the next episode. Peace out, guys. Have a good one.
No matter what you people say, I'm gonna do my thing my way. No matter what you people do, I'm gonna do my thing much better than you. No matter what you say or do, oh boy, you're out of luck. It's gonna roll right off of me like water off the back of a duck. And I go, yeah, I go. Yeah, I go.
Good boy. Fist bump.